Hey, everybody, how are you? Welcome back to Keep It Dirty. It's a podcast where my guests share their life living functionally and sustainably, and really their why behind their experiences navigating through our ever changing environment. And I'm your host, Leslie Dowling. I am a functional nutrition and lifestyle practitioner and corporate speaker. My passion is really trying to make shifts and strides for people to have that aha moment, that light bulb moment of something that maybe from my years of living clean, also going to school and learning the physiology and really the behind the scenes of how our body absorbs and acclimates to our new environmental changes and also the foods that we're eating. And if I could just make one change, one micro change in someone's world, just leading a healthier lifestyle and really having some mental, physical, and spiritual shift in their life. That's what it's all about. So I hope everybody had a great Memorial weekend. I did. It was bittersweet. I got to see my middle son, who I haven't seen since the first week of January, that was going through Ranger School. He is going to recycle again. So technically, it takes about 60 days to get through. And if anyone that doesn't know anything about Ranger School, it's sort of like, trying to get through what the people go through that become a SEAL. So the way I look at it is it's like basically going through um, what it would be if you were a POW. I mean, literally, they are living in outdoors, no tents, going through swamps, trying to, I guess they have all these strategies and things they need to do to get their troops in a healthier, not healthier, but like a safer environment and climate, going through like a simulation of somewhat like war. And they get few rations of eating. And basically it's like you're, living in the mountains, outside, going through swamps in Florida, also just trying to survive. So it's really survival of the fittest, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. You have to go through a lot, and you have to go through a lot of training, and you have to pass certain tests to be able to get into Ranger School. So it really is, it's a lot. But my middle son is a go, 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 and he's very driven and motivated, as three of my boys are. So he goes the first or second week of June. I probably won't see him if he can get through these three phases until the end of August. And then they would have a ceremony for the people that got through Ranger School. And then he goes off to Oahu. But the reason why I'm having this podcast is really about what is your book of the month or what are your favorite books? It's a dreary day here on the East Coast in Pennsylvania. It's like in the low 50s, which it should be in the 70s. So it's just, we've been having really crazy weather, and that's why I'm all with my scarf and my sweatshirt on. But I just went through some of my favorite books, and some of them are so classic that, I mean, it's really, it sheds light on just everything we go through on a daily basis, but also some really interesting books. So to back it up a little, when my father passed of a massive heart attack, just really out of the blue when I was like 23, I had a really good friend whose mother was into holistic modalities that really got me on this whole trajectory of eating healthier, eating organic, just really learning more about herbs and supplements. And the one thing that she was really into is an author Louise Hay. And unfortunately, Louise Hay has passed away several years ago. But for the YouTubers, this is a picture of her probably back in the 80s. And she's written tons of books, one of which it's called You Can Heal Your Life. And when you go through it, it really is just beautiful affirmations and all different types of paths that you cross in life in general. And so she has a dedication, which is really beautiful. Hay says, may this offering help you find the place within where you know your own self-worth, the part of you that is pure love and self-acceptance. So a lot of it is, there's passages here about a session with Louise. What is the problem? Where does it come from? What do we do now? Resistance to change. How to change, building the new, daily work. So it's really just a self-help book. Some of the sections are on relationships, work, success, prosperity, the body, the list. You could probably find this on Amazon. And another one is The Mental Causes for Physical Illness and the Way to Overcome Them. And it's Heal Your Body from A to Z by Louise Hay. That's another powerful book. And sometimes, when you're going through things and changes in life and you just need some sort of positivity. I know a lot of people, I love to exercise or walk in the fields and the forests that we have here in Pennsylvania, or I pick up Louise Hay. She's like my comfort food. And it really takes me back to being in my 20s and just trying to figure out life and really just being knocked on my butt when I lost my father at such a young age. And then I really started getting into, even as a little girl, I would keep journals and I would keep a dream log. And I was just always fascinated by that. Probably the catalyst was having a grandmother that we used to call the witch. She was born and raised in Italy, and she used to have these unbelievable dreams where she would remember in detail dreams. She would always warn us just to be careful if we were driving or, like something crazy would happen. So I'm a firm believer that we all can tap into our sixth sense. It's just a matter of accepting that. So the one book by Anne Faraday, which is Faraday, it's by the author of Dream Power. It's called The Dream Game. And this is a really cool book. If you could find this, say, in a vintage bookstore, it tells you like different symbolism of dreams and what a profound effect it has on you if you could subconsciously bring your subconscious to your conscious level. Like what I do is I always keep a diary or a journal right next to my bed. And if I wake up in the middle of the night and say, a lot of times you want to remember something like a dream and then you totally forget when you wake up. So I write down symbols or something that just didn't make sense. And then the next day I kind of look in my dream book and it gives me really cool connections with symbolism of, say, if you're dreaming like you're losing your teeth, like all of a sudden your teeth are loose. And it could be that you forgot something or subconsciously something happened in your life that you had a loss. So it's really cool how you can connect that with your dreams. Let's see. The other book, this was another one that I picked up as a teenager, and it's called The Healing Power of Dreams. And it's techniques for interpreting and using your dreams to reveal hidden health problems, speed your recovery, and promote lifelong health. And it's from Dr. Patricia Garfield, which she is also the author of Creative Dreaming, and that's Garfield. That's another really cool book. And it's really The Healing Power of Dreams is a book to fully explore exciting phenomena and show how to actively participate in your own healing by identifying and decoding specific dream images. And this is what's written in the book: body parts to indicate the condition of body parts and systems, creating a dream journal that helps you heal, visualizing with your dream images to speed your recovery. So it's really cool. It actually is a beautiful blend of scientific research with fascinating case histories, mythology, and her own rich dream experience. Dr. Garfield gives people the technology and insight to put the healing powers of dreams into your own hands. So that's another good one. If anyone wants to check that out and Google it and do a little search on that. This was The Healing Power of Dreams, was Simon & Schuster, and it was published in 91. And let's see, what else? There's several other books, but I could definitely get into that the next session. The next podcast that I have. Another one is really cool. So, and it, non-believers, believers, I've had a lot of spiritual work done when I was in Sedona in Arizona, and I had something called past life regression. And it's really just energy work that brings up anything that could be, it's sort of like a recording of your soul. And for some people that believe in it, that we have many lives, our soul keeps going on. It's the energy. And that's something that's scientifically proven. And what's pretty fascinating is where we live. We live on limestone. There's a lot of limestone where we are, and that actually holds memory and energy. And so that's the same way as that when we pass, our souls keep going on, and it could be something that maybe we are living another life. So what I picked up is a book. It's called Learn Lemurian Healing. It's a journey home to the motherland. So Lemuria is a place that supposedly was a thriving city and civilization thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. Is probably the first civilization known to mankind. And in Kauai, they're known as Lemurians, or Limu or Mu, which is pretty cool because growing up, I would always call my mother Mumu Shiku, Mu. And then when I went to Kauai, I did more research and I had past life regression work. And I always would bring up the Lemus, and just always wanting to go underground and in the water. And supposedly the civilization is underground in the water now. So with the shifts of the world and with the cataclysmic changes in our climate, supposedly just like they say that there's civilizations that are found underwater now, that they're now being able, with 3D technology, you could actually see the elevations and structures underwater. That wasn't thousands of years ago. So this is by Tiffany Wardle, Wardle. You could find her on Amazon. And it's the updated version of, as she says, Learn Lemurian Healing will help you to empower you with new information about Lemuria and the people of Mu, which is pretty cool. So once I had some work done and energy work, I had such a connection with this civilization, and then doing more research. Some of the things that I did bring up that I wrote down validated the Lemurian civilization. So prove it, disprove it, to each his own. I know I'm a firm believer in that. And in the past of things that have happened, I've always was an avid, loved to know all about archaeology, loved to always think out of the box. I grew up watching In Search of with Leonard Nimoy with my father, and my father always said, don't be like a sheep, always following everybody. There is so many worlds and civilizations that are outside of the galaxy. It's infinite. So how could we be so selfish to say that we're the only ones that live here, that in this galaxy, or God knows how the Milky Way, that actually are well versed and also intelligent beings. That's what I was looking for, intelligent beings. So with that, I hope everybody had a wonderful Memorial weekend. Hopefully this summer, everybody will be able to get out there, enjoy the sun, get some vitamin D. And I'm having a lot of interesting guests coming onto my show, and looking forward for anyone that would like to reach out to me. You could go on my Instagram on Keep It Dirty Podcast, and you can leave me a message if there's anything you want me to speak into, if you have any questions. And also just remember, if you have an opportunity, if you could rate, review, and subscribe to my podcast, Keep It Dirty. And also just get out there, ground with Mother Earth, take time for yourself, and try to enjoy what is out there that is provided, that's free, and that's the air and nature, and trying to live a healthier lifestyle. So you deserve it, and you deserve to have a great summer, and looking forward to more wonderful podcasts. This is podcast number 103. So I'm rocking and rolling, season 3 of Keep It Dirty. Take care, and hope to see you all soon. Bye.